The audio system in our badminton club/gaming center was built with blood, sweat, and tears. Well, hopefully not blood.
Oh God, so much blood.
He's not wrong though, and the worst part is all the blood was for absolutely nothing!
What?
You know this! See, it turns out that all of our wall-mounted speakers are defective, and after waiting 4 months for a replacement, hey Dan, what's that?
Our asset tag.
The ones that were on the exact speakers that were sent back to the vendor unrepaired. Adding insult to injury, when Q-SYS, the manufacturer that's behind the brain of our sound system, saw our last video, they were compelled to get on a plane and come all the way out here to say,
"Paging, Linus. Good first attempt, but I think we can do better together."
Thank you. Legitimately, thank you. In fairness to us, this is a very challenging environment. See, in a big box like this, the sound waves are just begging to bounce around, and if you need to issue important announcements, people need to be able to understand them. And understanding is only going to get harder when we fill this place up with 250 plus gamers for all-nighter LAN sessions. But good news, everyone, because thanks to the power of Dave, we've done it. This bad boy right here handles everything from paging to background to even being able to handle audio for our stage.
You guys ready to see how it all works? Let's go!
Oh, and let's get a message from our sponsor, ThreatLocker. Learn more about the benefits of Zero Trust security at their next ZTW event happening in March. Luke went this year, and who knows who might make a surprise appearance next time. Save $200 on your registration with code ZTWLTT26 using our link down below. While a PA system might not seem that complex or exciting, it's worth considering that this facility is not just one big box, but rather it is several big boxes. We have 2 sets of courts, a lounge, a pro shop, a cafeteria, a gym, and then 2 separate washrooms, all of which need to be able to be individually addressed or addressed as groups, and in a manner that is not confusing for our front desk staff. We want anyone who works here to be able to confidently use this system. So with over 30 speakers and 7 zones, not to mention 2 businesses that literally only I would ever think to put in the same building, keeping things simple has a lot of back-end complexity. This is the solution that Dan cooked up using Q-SYS Designer. It's, well, kind of terrifying. That is where Dave from Q-SYS comes in.
You know, it's not bad considering you're self-taught. I'm impressed you got something functional, but we could do better.
Yeah, thanks to Q-SYS's training, I was able to kind of get acquainted with the system and learn everything that I needed to get this up immediately.
And we have been using it, which is like a testament to Dan.
This is a real interface. It has buttons and everything.
But let's look at what decades of experience could do to refine it.
Up in our top corners where we have all of our inputs come into the system, and we decide to monitor everything as it's coming in with live audio meters so we can see what's going on.
Right.
How much signal we got in, where we want to distribute it.
And that's the same as I have here, right?
Right.
This is your Dante input.
It totally looks the same.
Well, there's a yellow block. Shut up.
It actually, I copied your block to start it with.
See, I did a good job. I tried.
He got me started.
Yeah.
This here is where any of the Dante audio streams come into the system. However, rather than do spaghetti wiring all throughout, we would just assign them with tagged names that can go anywhere we need to within the sound system, and they're all color-coded so we can follow along.
Cool, okay, so that means that my USB-C in 1 is right here.
Yep, exactly.
Super cool. What are we looking at in the purple zone?
Down in our purple zone here, this is where we're doing our music processing, where we can switch between having music be more background or being more in your face death by music.
Got it.
We've created 2 separate streams of background music. If we have a LAN event on one side and badminton on the other side, we can have 2 different background paths that will go serve the necessary areas.
Got it. Oh, hey, look, I can read labels. So the next one is microphones.
Exactly. These are microphones that the staff can take out onto the court, and they're able to just make an announcement.
This comes up a lot, especially during our competitive ladder events and tournaments when things are a fair bit more busy than they are right now.
And the coolest part is, you're not going to get any feedback because we've processed the audio directly for each microphone, including a dynamic notch feedback controller at the end of the chain that will constantly monitor for standing wave patterns and make sure that we carve them out of the audio spectrum.
That is so cool. And so theoretically, if people like saw your layout here, could they like do something like this? Or?
Absolutely.
So can you click on a notch feedback controller? Like what did you configure in the, oh God. Okay, so as long as they're also a wizard and they see your layout here, then they could do all of this.
This actually is going to monitor for itself. It has dynamic filters that will apply to solve a problem, and then after 30 seconds, it will go away, because that microphone is going to move around the court and be in a different spot every time. First in, first out, it's a cue.
Not that I don't believe him, but here, let's give it a shot. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. I am getting no feedback whatsoever, no matter where I move in the court. And hey, Harry, how's it sound? Nice. What if I wasn't yelling? Can you still hear me okay if I'm just talking into the mic? Heck yeah. Oh, and it doesn't blow out people's ears either. You've probably got some cool gating stuff on it and stuff.
We got some stuff.
He's got all this stuff.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I'm so psyched, because like, whenever I have to take attendance and stuff for ladder night, I'm always like yelling at everybody. This is gonna be great. Now I can yell at people with amplification. Check this out, lady. This is our new interface.
Ooh. Is it actually as simple as it looks?
I don't know. Let's see.
Hello? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can do background music and stuff too.
Oh, that's good. Can you connect to your phone to play the background music?
Can connect to basically anything on the face of the earth.
Oh, wow.
But let's talk about the music. Now, Dan's implementation for background music was pretty cool. It had what he calls automatic ducking, so when you start talking, you don't have to compete with the background music. It'll come down. Can you do that?
Oh, we did that, and we did more.
Sorry, Dan. Dan is using one of those super cool little Bluetooth Dante adapters. Dante is an incredible ecosystem, man. You can plug freaking anything into it and out of it. So whether it's like Bluetooth or XLR in or a 3.5mm jack, you just need one of these little PoE adapters. So he's playing Bluetooth audio off of his phone over at the reception, and then we're gonna try out the ducking when I try to talk over it in order to page the, wow, that's tremendous. And dude, this is gonna be great for lands because we've got the ability to, at a moment's notice,
Be like, shut up, the tournament's now! Everybody pay attention! And it's freaking loud. Even when I'm right in front of the speaker, we get no feedback.
is that awesome or what?
Another cool thing is when we're in background music mode, we're not just adjusting the volume of the music,
Right.
We're actually processing it differently and pulling out some of the frequencies from the music, which is where our human conversation tends to live.
Right, so it's easier to just talk over it and tune it out.
So you can actually bring more music into the area without making people have to scream to understand each other. It's the same way you hear different instruments in the orchestra or how you hear different parts of a musical when they're singing in harmony with each other. You can have more things going on and still understand them.
But wait, there's more. I assume. I don't actually know that for sure. Is there more?
There's always more.
Now's the part where we talk about zone management and we actually get this thing hooked up, because as I was walking over here, one of the Smash Champs staff came up to me and was like, hey, so is it working? We haven't been able to use the mic all day. We really need it. Which shows you again, Dan, shout out Dan, how important it was, the stuff that Dan did. And not worthless.
One of the other neat things is we just had this plugged in the court. Now it's plugged in here, it'll reassign itself. You can plug it in anywhere.
Oh, dude, that is so cool.
Isn't that neat?
Yes.
Because all of these have internal IDs, and so any port anywhere, including on whale land, we can put anything in this building, and we can put a speaker, we can put a microphone, we can put the Bluetooth adapter.
Could we have more than one of those?
As many as you want.
Would they like sync the settings, or no? They would just address whoever they're set to address. How much
He
are
gets
those?
it.
Oh, damn! I knew there was a catch.
It starts with 4 digits, but they're metal.
And they're PoE. Dude, that's so cool. I kind of teased this before, but here's the zones. 101 and 102 means the two different sides of the badminton hall. Then we've got the pro shop, concession washrooms, lounge, and fitness area. We've also got some super convenient grouping buttons that make it really quick to page the entire facility or just the common areas and not the courts, for instance. System setup is only really needed when we're running LAN events and we want to switch out of all badminton mode. And finally, scheduling announcements is going to be really nice for the staff here because as it is now, they have to have notifications on their phones for, okay, it's 5 minutes till the end of the session. Hey everyone, it's 5 minutes till the end of the session, blah, blah, blah. They have to do that manually every time. Well, now we can just have little pre-recorded messages that we can play and say, hey, get off! It's 5 minutes from the end. Since we're getting set up, can you kill the chime and we'll just have it go instantly?
We can do that.
Okay.
Should replace it with like a klaxon.
No. Discord notifications.
No.
Oh, what if it's like the iPhone? Bing.
Okay. No, and no. But in all seriousness, now that this is set up, is there any reason that someone like Dan with just a little bit of experience couldn't go in and just make little changes like that?
It's super easy. You just drop in an audio file of whatever chime you want to have, select that from your...
Absolutely. And my understanding is you could build an interface specifically for that. Say, they're doing their hourly reminders. We could just change those out as a simplified version for the staff.
We can build those in as an automated macro command, and we can trigger those off of time-based events easily enough.
Hearing networking people get excited about networking is actually pretty cool.
What if it said, hey little thing, let me let you get up, come on, I have a now. Please move to the other court. Yeah, networking's fun.
Yeah.
While we were waiting, I wanted to check out this cool interface thing, and Dan was explaining it to me, and then he broke it. Classic Dan. Okay, yeah, so what is this?
These are the little Unify vision portal-y things that allow you to just PoE, HDMI out, and then you can send a security camera feed and build your own little views, and then you can have them rotate through, you can see some of them doing that.
What's it called?
These are the Unify viewports.
Now, one of the things I thought was really cool was that you've got this themed for our colors. So it doesn't look like that in there.
No, if I just copy the controls over onto the user interface, this is what they look like to start. Yeah. It's all just kind of gray and white and very small font and stuff.
Right.
However, with Q-SYS, we can actually use CSS, just like web designers would, to create a style sheet for the entire user interface.
Oh, super cool.
So I built you a little CSS, and if we go and we were to apply it to our touch panel over here, we add our Linus Smash Champs. Huzzah!
Theoretically, everything is live?
Theoretically, yes.
Check in the Pro Shop. Oh wow, that is, okay. I asked him to juice it a little bit. He did do that. Hey Raj. If you guys want a deeper look at the hardware side of all the networking that this is running on, then I recommend checking out this video here. In a nutshell, it's pretty much all Ubiquity, which, when we installed it, did not have proper support for Dante and Q-SYS, but now, thanks to the power of Ubiquity being genuinely kind of bros, it all works, and it's out of beta now. Okay, Pro Shop and Concession are now working, and they sound good?
They sound good.
Okay, should we be testing the chords with everybody out there? Ah, screw it. Paging all Smash Champs patrons. We have recently updated our audio system to be louder and easier to understand. That is all. Terrific! That's actually way more attention than they usually pay to the announcements. People get pretty focused on their games. But on the subject of being focused on your gaming, how's it going to handle the LAN event? Thanks again to Q-SYS for helping us get the audio set up for this event. Now I guess the only thing that remains is this segue. To our sponsor! You guys are great. Threat Locker. Zero Trust World 2026 is happening in Orlando, Florida from March 4th to March 6th, and it's set to be one of, if not the most interactive cybersecurity learning events of the year. There's going to be boot camps where you can earn your Cyber Hero certificate, hands-on hacking labs, lessons on how to defend against Wi-Fi pineapples, keynotes hosted by industry experts, and so much more. It's a fantastic opportunity to grow your cybersecurity knowledge and network with peers from around the world, especially at their massive after party. There's also a number of guest speakers, some of whom I am sure that you will recognize. Attendance is expected to reach 1,800 people, so register today for ZTW 2026 and save $200 using code ZTWLTT26, which we're going to have linked in the video description. If you guys enjoyed this video, maybe go check out the previous one where we showed all of the physical aspects of the networking, both for the Badminton Club and for our LANs. Shout out Dan and the infra team for getting all of the bones laid for all of this, and shout out David for coming out and getting this all set up. Q-SYS has some amazing products and services. We're gonna have them linked down below.